Welcome back to another episode of The Soul of Generation X. We thank our listeners, our supporters, tuning in, and we thank all the communication that we're getting from you, emails, calls, tweets. Much appreciated. I want to welcome, once again, my co-host, the one and only Lenny. Lenny, how's it going out there?
Hey, it's going great, man. You know, we're still here. We're still surviving. So, we're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, man. It's just trying to, keep things moving forward. We are starting to go through some inflation-like type of things going on because of an unnecessary war, an unnecessary administration. We're living in what I think is totally a bizarro world. With bizarro people, bizarro world, and it really gets frustrating. Had to increase the amount of therapy appointments, keep things on the up and up. So wanted to get into I guess we might as well just break it open with where we are at this point in this so-called war that we're in, which is basically, I think we call it the Epstein War.
Yeah.
Very unnecessary, very upsetting to think about soldiers getting sent to represent the United States, and it's just this ridiculousness. What do you have on that up to this point?
Well, we're 5 weeks into this war that was totally unnecessary, totally uncalled for. We're spending over $2 billion a day, and Donald Trump is asking for another. We're actually spending $2 billion a day. He's asking for another $200 billion from Congress to fund this war. Now, I don't know if you got a chance to watch his, I call it a mini press conference last night, where he actually, this man is really actually bored with this. I knew he would be bored. This is nothing but like a kid playing with his little army man that's moving around for a while. And, you get tired of it, you walk away, leave it all on the floor, and your mom will tell you, hey, come pick up these pieces. Yeah.
Call of Duty, playing PS5, PS4.
I wouldn't even give it that kind. I would give it to where, back when we were kids, we had the army mans.
Oh, you're going back that far?
I'm going back that far. The Green Army man fighting against each other. And he got tired of playing with them and just walked away and left them on the floor. That's how he treats this this war. So he's bored. So my take on this is it was unnecessary. It's an expensive war. And he wants to cut Medicaid, Medicare, and child care, which is SNAP, WIC, even deeper, saying that we can't fund those things because we got a war going on. There was a war that you founded, that you perpetrated, and there was already big cuts to these programs anyway. Now he wants to go even deeper into to where basically really he just want to defund those programs. So again, this is a Epstein's and Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu's war. So to me, it's just ludicrous we even in this position.
You know, Lenny, this whole thing, it literally, it burns me up daily. And it's something I have to work on because the literal anger that it brings me, I know, and you as well, I know, but you fight this every day. But to bring soldiers into this, we both have military ties, going back to your father who served in Vietnam.
Yes.
I have uncles all the way down to my youngest son, and we take pride in when we think of that. We get a good feeling. You think of your dad, you get a good feeling. Man, he represented this country. You know, I think of my uncle, my son. You know, and to have such ludicrousness, it's and I won't even say kids. Kids have more sense than this administration that we're dealing with. Playing with our lives, our children, our grandkids, good folks in general. I'm just gonna say folks in general. You know, a lot of these MAGA people we get upset with. We sometimes we look. It's not all their fault. They have things that people are able to claw at and get at. We all have certain neurodivergencies that sometimes are weaknesses. And I don't think all these people are bad people. I think they've been fooled. And the ones who are really, really tired of it, I think they've already taken a break from it. I mean, just by the Marjorie Taylor Greene, I really feel that she's sincere. I think this is going to affect or is affecting people close to her, her family. Yeah, they say, "Oh, don't trust Marjorie Taylor." But I just looking in her eyes, she's seeing some things, and she might not be the best person, but I think she's tired of this. There are a lot of people that are tired of this, and this is something that they're playing with. It's like I said, it's to think of your family. You have pride, and they serve this country, and to think of the amateurish, childish, amorous administration. The guy you always talk about is Heg Smith. What is his name?
Keg's breath.
That guy is ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
he is totally ridiculous. Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a guy like that, and I'm not gonna even say it. It makes me go back to football days, back in the day. You know, you think you want to get to practice and you just want to hit him. You know, you can't wait to get to practice. You just want to hit. I mean, you're trying to be something you're not. And this is just it. I mean, I'm seeing the prices are going up, fuel is going up, restaurants going, goods, and like we said, when diesel starts to go up, you might as well hang it up.
Yeah.
When diesel starts going up, I don't think some people understand that.
Right.
But
what we say,
yeah.
Don't worry about the red. Keep your eyes on the green.
Well, some places all they got is red. You know, you look at, I know what you know what you, we know, I know what you know, the green, yeah.
Right.
But it's like when you start seeing, I mean, we're up to over $5 for diesel. Gas, I paid the last time at the pump was $3.99. So I know the next time it's going to be $4 something. I looked at a pound of ground beef. A pound of 92% ground beef is like $10.98 a pound. Then that's like not even, that's a quarter pounder. That's where they get quarter pounder from.
That's right.
So I'm paying $10.98 for the meat by itself. And it sounds strange, but people, listen, seriously. Okay, you hear the quarter pounder, McDonald's quarter pounder. Okay, You pay what, $12, $13 for a value meal?
Yeah.
Well, right now, a pound of ground beef is $10.98.
Yeah.
And it ain't even cooked. It's going to be half of that when you cook it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
so this is just, man, it's just, I have to find things to do. I don't know how you do it, but even though they call us pundits or whatever you want to call us, we're fighters. We're a part of what they think Antifa, whoever that is, right? The imaginary Antifa, in which they don't even know. I haven't even go there. They don't even. That is when I found out they were upset about something that's not really something. That shows you what we're dealing with.
Oh, yeah.
But getting back to what I told you, some of the MAGA people. Now, there's some of the MAGAs I have no feelings for. I'm so glad that they're suffering with this right now. I hope the gas get up where they got to put $8, $9, $10 a gallon in that big truck,
right?
Or that Tesla, or that whatever they driving. Because you never know now. I mean, MAGA's getting disguising themselves now all the way down to that nice secretary who you thought was so sweet at the office who helps you do this, and you find out, well, I didn't. The candidates there, there's Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and I didn't think the best we had was Donald Trump. Well, did you think about that black lady over there in the corner that said she would help you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, said she didn't care what you look like, who you were, she wanted to help. So you get disguised, we get disguised, man. So this is just something, man. It's just week to week to week. There's got to be something that we can do, but until then, we need to make sure that everybody's voter registration, their information is correct. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure because they're trying to steal this, but we're not going to let that happen, right?
Correct. Definitely correct. See, you're a lot more gracious to these MAGA people than I am, because I deal with them on a daily basis, and I know how can I put this nicely? How big of a jackass they can be, or how much of a dumbass they are. I was talking with a guy today. He inboxed me. He wanted to have a conversation about why Donald Trump is this great guy, this super duper president.
I can't believe
I let it go on and on. And I'm like, man, and I know this guy. I've worked with this guy on some projects and stuff, and I'm like, man, he was talking about the gas prices were higher up on the Joe Biden. So I let it go on and on. I said, listen, first of all, you got to put it in the context. When the gas prices we were going through COVID, supply chains was tight and the demand was up. Because if you remember, nobody was on the road. I remember because I was traveling on the highway, and the highways were empty. So when COVID we were coming out of COVID, there was a big demand for gas, and they couldn't produce the gas fast enough to get it out. So of course the price is going to be higher. So he took that all out of context. He went on and on ragging about how good economy, Trump had the first term. And I said, listen, man, all that what you're talking about is utter nonsense, because every business that Donald Trump has been involved in, he's directed, he's ran it in the ground.
Yep.
So the economy that he inherited was from Obama. All right, Obama inherited the mess from Bush, handed it off to Trump. Trump wrecked it. Biden had to fix it again. Now Trump is just not wrecking this economy. He is actually he is taking it off. He took a wrecking ball to it. Let me just put it like that. He's taking a wrecking ball to this economy and actually going to destroy this economy. You think things are high now? Wait until July. You ain't seen, you know what I'm saying? You ain't seen nothing yet. Because people won't have enough, I think they're going to get to a point, this is me, where we're going to have the ration of gas and food's going to be rationed. So my thing, you're a little more gracious. I don't give them a break. I don't cut them no slack because they should have done their homework on this guy. They should have listened to people trying to tell them. All they had to do was pick up a damn book and read it. All they had to do was get off of Fox News and all these other wacko right-wing stations and listen. That this guy was no good. This guy is earthly no good. He has not done one good thing that I know of, or millions of people know of, since he's been alive. Okay, even the sperm he donated to his wives were nasty and filthy. And that's just me. I'm talking. That's how much I despise this guy. So I'm not giving these.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there.
I'm not giving these MAGA people a break. So what I want to see, I want them to feel it. I want them to wear their red hats when they pumping that $8-9 a gallon of gas, so I can go up to them and say, hey, you know what? Thank you. I want to know who you are, so I can thank you for what you did for this country, for putting that asshole in the chair. So that's how I feel about him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As you said, I was pretty a little bit nicer then, but I was just trying to be that. But I'm right there with you. And you can take it even further. I'll even go even further. You with the MAGA situation. I don't think many people in that group would take the time to read. Some can't read, but they can sit and turn on Fox News, which is basically creative drama, and they'll listen to this stuff. And even if they did read, let me tell you, even if they did read, they're part of the group that's trying to push out what they see as the black and brown takeover.
Right. Yeah.
Which is not a takeover per se. Somebody has people thinking that the way things have gone through history, it should be a takeover.
Yeah,
if you want to go back 400 years ago, because we didn't ask to come over here.
Right.
A lot of groups didn't ask to come over here. But for instance, our group, you came to our native country, you took the folks away, you stuffed them in the bottom of ships like sardines. You stopped some off in Brazil. You stopped some off in other parts of South America. You stopped some off in Cuba. You stopped some off various places. Matter of fact, you stopped a little bit over here in the United States, but the majority you stopped off in a lot of other places. Some went to Russia, some went various places, and didn't ask to come here. But when they got here, they built this damn place. They built every brick, and some places they built this country. So you're part of this group that you're not going to read the Project 2025. You're just part of this group because that man said he wants to get rid of the brown and the black that's taking over. That's what you're a part of. That's all. That's all. And what it does to me, Lenny, is this. I wish that every time one of them had a thought, a racial thought, of something that they had a problem with, I wish it could be taken away from them.
Yeah.
You literally, okay, you're driving down the road and you have a thought like that. And we talked about the man who created the refrigerated truck trailer so that food could be transported.
Yeah.
That was a black man who created it. So every time you have a thought, you're a trucker and you're thinking something like that, all of a sudden your truck just disappears. The refrigerator in your trailer disappears.
Yeah.
We can go on and on and on and on. We can go the lady who helped create the technology for the ophthalmologist, for people with eye problems. Okay,
Yeah.
you have a problem, all of a sudden your eyesight just disappears. You know what I mean?
Right.
And since you don't want that influence, you want it gone because Donald Trump has said we're going to get rid of these people. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Maybe if you could just lose a little bit every time you had that thought.
Right.
And we know that that's fictitious in a way, but sometimes, but the thing is, they still, no matter what, and next time you get into it with somebody like that, unless they live on another planet, they still got to go to that gas pump, right? They still got to order some food, buy some food, get it delivered, and it's starting to hit.
Yeah,
bro, it's starting to hit. It is starting to hit. Unless they own that gas station, they're gonna go there. They're gonna do the same thing you doing, and just every time. You know what? Get some of those Trump stickers, and every time you go to the gas station, just put a Trump face on the pump.
That's right.
Just put it. You can order some of those. Just put a Trump face right there, and put it right there where the get price per gallon is.
Yep, that's right.
And you and see if the guy takes time to tell you, and tell him next time. Say, come on, man, this is 2026. Joe Biden is retired. Stop going back and hollering at Joe Biden like Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, Biden did this. Sleepy Biden did this. Come on, man. This we got time for that. Right now is what we dealing in. Right now.
That's right.
You know. Right. So what are you going back to? Well, Joe Biden. Okay, go get Joe Biden to help you next time you go to the pump right now.
Well, Joe Biden didn't start a war either.
No.
He didn't start a war.
Well, you know, in getting to that, President Obama created an agreement with Iran. Everything was good. Yes. But it was because, and I've heard many white folks say this, as we say, the good white folks, they said it. Trump came in, and because a black man did that, he wanted to destroy it. Because a black man did that. President Obama lives rent-free in that joker's head every day. He got anything come up. He got a problem with this. Here we are right now because it's Epstein bullcrap. Mm-hmm. Because a black man created this agreement. Man, Iran was, man, you know, we wouldn't bother. They wouldn't bother us. Look at. We went from gas was now it's just
this is not our war. Really, this is not our problem. But we were pulled into this BS because El Stupido had to go out and hold hands with Benjamin Netanyahu and say skip to Malou and say let's start a war. And here we are. Now, as they say, just because you started, you don't determine when it ends. All right. I put a post on my page. This is like somebody starting a fight and get your ass kicked. Now you want to say I don't want to fight anymore, but you don't determine to when that happens, when it stops. So I think this is a global problem. This is just not an American problem. Like I know for a fact over in the Philippines right now, they are having an energy crisis over there. They have to, a lot of their malls, a lot of the businesses have to shut down. They have a fuel shortage. So they're hurting over there. We're pretty fortunate right now because we stored up stuff, but eventually that's going to run out, and we're going to be in a similar situation. Now I hear people say, "Oh no, that's not going to happen here. It'll never happen here." Well, who would ever thought these people would ever vote for Donald Trump twice? So it can happen, and I'm afraid, my friends, it's going to happen.
Well, anyway, and we could talk about 10 different things, and to the average news person, young person, or some kids that follow this, they're like, wow, We got this. Who's this? Who's Benjamin Netanyahu?
Right.
Who's this? What is the Strait of Hormuz? Blah, blah, blah. You know,
Right.
breaking it down and making it really elementary. Okay,
Yeah.
we're dealing with the waterway that's between Iran and Oman,
Right. Exactly.
that connects the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. Okay, so basically that's like saying what? Okay, we're gonna close down 95 from Georgia to Pennsylvania.
Right.
Right? And if we close that down, then nobody gets fuel. And nobody gets eggs or something like.
Right.
Okay, so we go and for no reason start a disagreement, a war, if you want, if you say, with somebody who has a lot of control of that waterway. So those of you listening who aren't aware of that part there, and what do you say? How much of the world's oil goes through that strait? What would you say?
According to experts, 20% of the world's 20 to 25% of the world's oil or
Petroleum
goes to petroleum goes to
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
about a quarter. I mean, that's a quarter of the world's supply. I mean, that is a hell of a lot.
Yeah, for the world, speaking in world terms, yeah.
And see, oil is traded on a global economy, not a regional, not a state by state or country by country. It's traded on a global economy. So what happens over in Iran or Saudi Arabia affects China, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. It affects all of us. And what this idiot has done has affected. He has upset the global markets.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't even talk about the stock market. That's not where most Americans live at. Most Americans, like me and millions of others, live by the day-to-day stock market. All right. Some people live from paycheck to paycheck. So that's how most Americans live. We don't live in the 40,000 feet in the air. Okay.
On the New York Stock Exchange, yeah.
Right. We don't live there. I know.
No.
And most Americans and most people in the world don't. So we're right around where we can barely get our feet off the ground. So listen, there's no excuse, all right, for stupidity. There's no excuse for ineptness. And when people really start feeling the pinch, at like a crab pinching you on the face, on the hand, on the skin, and you start bleeding and it breaks your skin, then you'll start to understand that, a mistake was made. What are you going to do about it now? What are you going to do about it? Because there's going to be a reckoning. These people have to come to the realization they're going to have to look at themselves in the mirror, or look at their children or their grandchildren in the face and say, "Damn, you voted for this." Yes, you're going to have to admit. They're going to have to admit it, whether outwardly to somebody or quietly, that they messed this up, that they let their racism and prejudice influence their vote. And I'm looking forward to that day, because I want to see them cry. I want to see them scream. Yeah.
I'm right with you. I've been hearing a lot of our podcasting brothers and sisters. We both listen to a lot of we do one, and we listen to a lot of them, and a lot of them have that same sentiment. And it's not a culture or color thing. It's just a common sense thing, and a lot of the folks that For instance, I was at the gas station the other day, one morning, getting ready to go out of town, and you know how it is at the gas stations in the morning. Who do you see there the most? You see the guys on lawn service.
Yep.
You see, I mean, you might see 5, 6, 7 trucks pull up there. You got to, you got to get. So I'm just looking at a couple of these guys, and I'm just thinking, man, this guy got all these mowers on the back of his trailer. He got all these, I mean, mowers. He got weed eaters. He got all. He's dealing with fuel basically every day.
Right.
We don't deal with fuel every day. We
Right.
get us we fill up a tank, whatever, but we don't deal with fuel every day. The people
Correct.
who deal with fuel every day, they're gonna feel the crunch.
Right.
I'm not gonna say what their political leanings are, but I would be willing to think some of them would be MAGA oriented.
Right.
You probably could look at their vehicle. You probably see something on their tag or their windshield or back windshield that would lead you to say, "Wait a minute, yeah, that he's a this and he's a that."
Right.
He's we've been talking about our hidden signals that from the "don't tread on me" and all that,
Right.
and you just wonder, man, this guy going through this every day. I mean, we don't see the gas pump every day. This guy's seeing this. I mean, they filling up just almost sometime every other day, every day, and it's going to hit them. Then you're going to get that person, Jeannie Tesla, that's going into Publix down the street. She's going in there to pick up some salmon, fresh salmon, and cilantro and some lime for dinner that night. And
Right.
she comes out of there, just what, couple pieces of salmon, $50 maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, listen,
and go
well,
ahead.
since you brought that up, I just got to say this
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
went to the grocery store to pick up some items, and I
Uh-oh.
like sardines. I really do like sardines. That's good,
Yeah, sardines good
nutritious.
for you. That's good for you. Yeah,
So,
omega-3 for you.
normally I pay maybe $2.30 for a can of sardines.
Okay.
I went to the store the other day. Sardines are
No, don't
five
tell me.
dollars,
You
five
lying.
dollars and some change for a can of
I believe.
sardines.
I believe.
And I'm
I
like,
believe.
okay, it's starting to hit home now.
It's starting to hit. Yep. It's
Starting to
hitting.
hit home.
It's
Starting
hitting.
to batter
And
up.
and Jeannie Tesla right there in the line with you, right?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
gonna be right there. She gonna feel
yeah.
it. She, blah, blah, blah. And I heard some people trying to get out of somebody tried to be smart when they heard him say, "Well, you got to put gas in your." How do they say it? It's like you not don't.
You gotta put gas in your car if you gotta
Yes,
go
but
somewhere.
they were trying to make it. They were trying to dumb it down as
Right,
to, well, you gotta put. I'm not gonna walk, so I'm gonna put gas in it. I'm like
right,
looking. I'm like, okay, what?
right,
I'm thinking like, what is that? What are you trying? What are you trying? It's now right there. They told on themselves right there.
right,
Okay, I know you told me you right there. And you're a trouble right there. You about that stuff. You're about that. Okay, I'm not gonna walk. Okay, so you're going when the gas get to
right,
be $8 a gallon. Okay, well, I'm gonna and you trying to get that salmon and you trying to get that. Okay, you gonna feel it.
right,
You gonna feel it. Little
right,
Bobby and Cindy at the house. You got to get there, make sure they got their lunch, everything good for them, and this and that, and so you gonna feel it.
right,
You know, you everybody. This the part I like, and it sounds kind of I don't know what that word is. Like I'm the evil professor, but this is the part I like though, man. You can't get out of this unless you own a farm, you own a gas station, you own a gas truck, you own a supermarket, and even then you can't get out of it. You can't.
right,
You right. This is the equalization factor for everybody.
right,
The grocery store and that gas pump. The grocery store and that gas. I don't care if you pull up there in a 2007 GMC Sierra compared to somebody else pull up there in a 2026 Tesla, BMW. Well, I can't say Tesla, that's electric, but even then, they gonna feel it too.
Yeah,
because the fuel charges from the power company, that's going up too. So it's gonna hit everybody. But this whole thing, it's that equalization factor. So when your boy started telling you about, well, the prices are better on it, well, tell him, say, hey, can you bring that back? Are you a wizard? Can you bring us back to that day?
Yeah.
Can you do a hocus pocus and bring that back to us? These people get me, man, when they start bringing up this old crap. No matter what it is. I don't care if you, sometimes, you're talking to your Spanish brothers and sisters, they start bringing up the Bay of Pigs and John Kennedy and all this. But, man, we ain't back in the Bay of Pigs, John Kennedy. We're talking about now.
Yeah.
And your boy talking about Joe Biden. Blah, blah, blah. No, bro. This is now. This is now. Now, we can go into some other stuff. When you want to talk about Joe, we say, hey, Joe and Merrick Garland didn't do what they're supposed to do. Right. You wouldn't be dealing with this freaking psycho we got now.
Exactly.
So now we can get into that. That's a whole nother story. But we here because of this Epstein. And I heard your boy say Trump. He said something about, I don't know, because they get him. He just rambles on. You know that, and then sometimes it's funny. These guys, it's funny. I put stuff together. They'll cut clips, and it sounds so funny. It's sad, but it sounds so funny. But I heard him say, so, I can do what I want to. I'm the president of the United States. I can do what I want to do. Now, when you dealing with something like that, nobody should have to deal with that.
No.
Why are we at that point?
They shouldn't.
Why are we at that point?
Well,
do you see anything seriously? I mean, because you come up with some stuff sometimes that I'm like, wow, how did you notice? Do you see anything on the horizon as to where the Supreme Court, some of the upper folks might be getting a little tired of this, where they might be able to throw out some sanctions, some legislation, some rules before this jackass takes us into the point of no return?
Well, fortunately, the courts have been holding. I think he had like 4 or 5 losses this week in the courts.
Yeah.
The other day he went and sat in on the Supreme Court proceeding, the first time a U.S. president has ever done that, because I guess he went there to try to intimidate the justices over this birthright citizenship case that they are debating. So he took his ass there, I guess, to try and look tough, you know what I mean? Stare them down, remind some of them that, hey, I put you in there. It was because of me you're there. Now, I don't think that's going to have any bearing on it, but for him to pull a Bush League stunt like that, that tells me that he's nervous, he's scared, he's afraid, and this is my prediction. I'm going to give you my prediction what's going to happen. After the election, when the Democrats take over the House and the Senate, Trump is already a lame duck president. He's lame duck. He's going to feel so isolated. Now, he already has Republicans. He ain't worried about them. But I look at this. This is going to be an opportunity for the Democrats to get anything they want passed with Trump in office. You say, well, goddamn, how that's going to happen? Trust me, he ain't worried about Republicans because they're going to follow him. But the Democrats can actually put him in a hammerlock and make him do whatever they want to do. They can get passed any legislation they want to get passed. All they got to do is say, "Hey, you know what we're going to do? We'll let you build it at that damn ballroom, all right? But we want you to sign off on this legislation that we're going to pass in the House and the Senate, where we're going to fund WIC, Medicaid, Medicare. You want to give that money back to Obamacare, so people can go back and have the subsidies to go into the marketplace. So we'll fund that ballroom for you, okay? All right, we'll put your name up in lights. All right, we might even let you keep that damn thing. All it is, and see, Trump is so gullible that he's going to go for it. Republicans, they ain't going to put up a fight. They were like, well, Donald Trump, you go, but he going to say, shut up, damn it. Rocky loves you. So yeah, this is going to be, Trump is going to be isolated. He's going to be scared. He's going to be weak. And he's going to do exactly what the Democrats tell him to do these last 2 years. I promise you this. This is going to happen. You're going to come back and say, Lenny, I don't know how you do it, but you got your whole hand on the temperature of this country. That's my job.
You got a crystal ball. I believe you, and that's he's scared now. That's why they're trying to come up with all this bull crap with the voting. You got to put this on your license. You got to do this. I mean, he giving himself away. It's a total giveaway. And to say that, we got to be there because we're going to have some illegals. They might try to vote. Come on, man. If you're illegal and you in this country, you ain't, you're not committing any crime. You're going to work. They're taking tax out of your money as it is, which they do. Who people are undocumented because it's not a crime. Okay, are you going to show up to a voting poll, try to vote?
Yeah.
Are you? No, I'm saying, are you going to show up to try to vote? No. I mean, I'm saying, so you're not going to show up to try to vote. So that's and you can't vote anyway if you are undocumented. Right. So to come up with all this other stuff, they're trying to mess with the people who are already established. Elderly folks, some people who don't have access, that's what they're trying to mess with. Because you ain't got to worry about some undocumented people trying to vote. You ever heard of that? No. No, you never heard of that. So so that's the part. So he, as you said, he's scared now. They're scared. Stephen Miller and all these crockpot head people. They worry because of what you just said just now. We sane people will control the country, pretty much. Right. We just won't have the president there, but we're going to control, and it's going to be give and take. As you said, hey, you need to refund. We need you to refund health, this part of healthcare, this part of Social Security, USAID. We need you to bring these people back, get this country back close to being on track. But also, tell me this, and I just want. Did you hear about your homegirl from around the way supposedly got fired today?
Yeah. She
okay.
And actually, let me give you my take on that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The most qualified person in his cabinet at their job was fired. And whether you love her or you hate her, which I don't care for, but she was the most qualified person in the job that she held, because she was the Attorney General of Florida. She is an accomplished attorney. Yeah. So
she sold her soul.
Yeah, she sold her soul, but he kept this. Now this second woman in his cabinet, he's fired within a week.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice he didn't fire Pistol Pete Hegdreth. He didn't fire
Oh, you call him Pistol Pete?
Yeah, his drinking buddy.
Hey, hold on. Don't give him Pistol Pete Maravich. You remember back
Bro, not Pistol Pete. That's a disgrace. That's an insult.
Don't disgrace. Yeah,
Pistol
Pete Maravich.
Keg's breath.
Okay.
Pete Keg's breath. Pete Keg's breath.
Okay, so I go with you.
Then fire him. He's totally out of his league. He's made so many mistakes. He should have been long gone when he let secrets out on his what was it, iPad or his text? Whatever he did.
No, it was an app called what was that app that they are on? Telegram?
Yeah.
They're on Telegram app. On the Washington, the administration of the country on Telegram. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
These people are ridiculous, man.
And he should have gotten rid of Cash 6-pack.
Oh my
God. Call him 6-pack.
Well, the first guy to go was that guy Bongino, right? He was the one that was the first.
Well, yeah, he got out of there. He left. He knew he wasn't no good.
What did he say a few days ago? He said, "I like being around." What did he say? Losers or people that I'm better. How did he put that?
He don't like being around smart people. He like being around people that are dumb. Basically, he was saying that.
How did he say? But the way he said it was like, that's your whole administration, pretty much.
Yeah.
He said he was just rambling on. He said, "So I like to be. I like to be around people that don't talk about themselves. I don't want to be around people that talk about themselves that are successful. I want them to talk about me. Something I'm like thinking,
yeah. Basically,
man, that's your whole group.
He wanted me to send them attention.
Yeah, you get people who are they're not professionals at what they do. They're how you say? I can't think of the word. They're amateurs, and if that much, like you said, Pam Bondi did have experience in her field. She sold her soul to be with a crook, and which will tarnish her reputation in history.
Yeah,
but he has himself. I think all these people he can just. I think all of them are going to be let go pretty much sooner or later. But this is my thing, though. Okay, if you letting these people go, right? Okay, the oversight committee, Eric Swalwell and Garcia and all these guys, they keeping tabs and keeping notes. Okay, so he let these people go. We want to. That's not it. We got to put. They're gonna face some criminal charges.
Right,
because many of them
they will
breaking the law. So with Trump letting them go, does that? You think he's going to care about them later?
No, he don't give a damn about it. He doesn't care. He doesn't even care about them now. So
right. So these people, you think they're squirming? You think they okay? You got Kristi Noem, Pam Bondi, and Hexep on the chopping block next. We're thinking, right? Okay. You think they might be squirming because, hey, if I get let go, then boss daddy is not going to pardon me. Is that a possibility? I'm asking you. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, possibility. Yeah, but
because that sounds good.
But
because we need to hold Pam Bondi responsible.
They are going to be accountable.
Kristi Noem need to be in prison. She is responsible for the deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy and more. Well, she is responsible. Kristi Noem is responsible.
She has a lockdown support, and she's going to have to answer for it, notwithstanding that her husband likes to cross-dress, cosplay as a woman. So,
but you know what? I think that's another distraction they're trying to get. I even believe, like some people say, I believe Trump even let that go. He let that go.
Yeah, he let it out.
I think and it's another distraction. I think I wouldn't even be surprised if they got a list of, okay, we're going to have 10 distractions. We're going to have this next. We're going to distract with this. We're going to distract with that. I wouldn't even doubt it. That's how even crooked Trump and Stephen Miller and all these people, all of them, they're just freaking evil, man. They need to be stomped out, player. They need to be stomped out.
But getting back to your point about her, she has a lot to answer for. She has the family separation. She has the people that have been deported to these heinous prisons. These people, she has to answer for these people not having a opportunity to have their cases heard before a judge. The children that are missing, children who were probably exploited and been sold on the slave trade market. So yeah, she's going to jail. She's going to go to jail. There's not going to be a pardon for the state. I can promise you that. A lot of these states aren't going to pardon her.
Okay.
She's in trouble. As soon as Donald Trump time in office is over, she is done. Listen, the only person he's concerned about he's going to save is himself. Now, he won't be safe from the international court. That's another thing. He's going to answer for that. But all the rest of those, Marco Rubio, and he's trying to. I don't know what Marco Rubio thinking. He would never be president, and I'm saying he would never, because
never.
He has sold himself down the river. He is another disgusting individual. I put him right below Stephen Miller.
I'm
Stephen Miller, number one.
Yeah. He is. Yeah, Stephen Miller is a plague. It's. I can't think of the worst words for him.
Me either. I know what I would do to him.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to even go there because it's not even arable.
Right.
How much hate I have for somebody who hates and does evil to someone else. And like they said, Kristi Noem and Pam Bondi. Oh well, Kristi Noem, first of all, to say that these people were terrorists. How did she? How did they say? What did they say about Alex Pretty? Said he was a domestic terrorist. Is that what she said?
Yeah.
To say something, and so I have no. I mean, I'm looking for them to be sitting up there in a trial, whatever, they march out in the orange, and all of these people. That's why I was asking you. That's what I'm saying. If their daddy Trump firing them, does that put them further and further away from the pardon arm? You know what I mean? So
I would think so.
But yeah, I would think that's what I'm thinking. So we're looking here at your boy Kegsman. What is his name? Kegsman. Okay. All right. The guy is daily committing war crimes.
Right.
Daily commit. I mean, as somebody said today, he gets up there and gives these press conferences. He's basically incriminating himself. He's making a record. It's not like, oh, we got to go out and find. And they said they keep every time this fool gets up in front and starts talking. They got it's like they can play that in the court. Okay, we got March 28th, 29th, 30th. Pull it up on. It's all over the place. Does he not? Is he that shallow to understand? Or is he expecting Daddy Trump to take him out of this?
That's what
because he never knows anything. He never knows anything. He never knows. Oh, we're working on something. And to think that man, someone is as shallow and ignorant is controlling the military.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And what was it earlier in the week? Was it Daddy Trump? His Daddy Trump didn't want to stand by some black soldiers.
No,
Did you hear about that?
I heard about it. I
Um,
heard about it. He and I, and
that's just
it's the same thing over and over again. It shows how racist he is, and
yeah, yeah.
he you know he lied. The man is a walking lie. I mean, if when you look up lie in any thesaurus
His face
dictionary,
right there.
he got his name right. He got his face, got his orange face all over there. So I mean, this is the same thing we've been saying since since this guy came on the scene. Even before that, this guy's a racist. He was a liar. So and my thing is, I'm gonna just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's not really hard now because I tend to believe what they're saying out of Iran than I do before I hear from Donald Trump.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I'm just being honest, man.
yeah.
I, I don't know the people in Iran for the man on the moon, but I do know Donald Trump. I do know he lies constantly, and I tend to believe what Iran is saying over this guy, and that ain't got nothing to do with being patriotic. That is knowing that you've been dealing with a known liar for the last 8 years almost. So I rather listen to what Iran got to say because with
Yeah.
Trump, you just he lied. I don't know if the people over in Iran lying, but I do know Donald Trump is lying to me. I know that.
Well, it's matter is that he doesn't care. He just even the MAGA people that's following him and they claim no matter what walk of life they're from, what occupation in. Do you not realize? Take a second to realize the guy just he just tried to stay out of jail. That's the only reason he even ran to stay out of jail. Okay, you think he even cares about the world economy?
Yeah,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't care. He rumbles and rants. He goes into. I mean, he doesn't care.
yeah,
So you get people like Stephen Miller. They found their useful idiot, right? And from what we
yeah,
hear, Benjamin Netanyahu, he found his useful idiot, and the guy could care less about the
yeah.
daily workings of our government, the country, the taxes that we pay that they're just stealing. He could care less, man.
Right. You careless.
It's just, I mean, to bring all this extra, well, President Trump, I don't give him the benefit of being called a president because he ain't my president by a long shot. The guy's there. He ran for office to stay out of prison.
Yeah,
And to bring all this other stuff in, he said the guy tell you, oh, Biden, blah, blah, blah. He didn't even deserve the respect of what do you think he did? Well, President Biden did this. No, this guy's been in this for himself since day one. It's a
yeah,
money-making grift for him and his family at our
yeah,
expense. And we having to deal
yeah,
with this. And our families, our kids, that's the part that just upsets me, man. This just wrong, man. It's wrong.
yeah, yeah,
Give him the respect of, I think Donald Trump is wrong. Donald Trump don't give a crap, man. He don't care. All he cares about is stirring up stuff and I can stir up this group here. They don't like the blacks and the browns. Let me stir them up. Let me tell them something good. Yeah, and we'll tell them I'm going to do this for them. He don't give a crap about them, man.
he doesn't. He doesn't care.
These people that you fight with every day, do you really see it worth it? You
Yeah,
really think you get to them? I mean, do you think,
No,
do
I'm
you
not
really,
getting some
are
need
you
to know your
doing,
heads. No,
yeah, it's
no,
like, no,
no.
let them just, you know what, just the next time they contact you, just tell them, say, "Go to the gas pump.
Yeah.
Go do some shopping. Just just smile." I mean, you can't stress yourself, man, over these
No, I don't.
knucklehead,
You know
man.
what? I don't. It doesn't stress me.
Just say, "Go to the gas pump," and just smile at them. Just smile. That would hurt them, because they trying to get under your skin. They're trying to get you upset, get you angry. That's
They can't.
all they're trying to do. Because
They
when he
try, but
put that off of
they
that
can't do it though.
when he put that keyboard down and he opened up and looking at and see them numbers in his account,
Right.
money in his wallet, and he like, wow, I just fussed and hollered with this guy here about Joe, and I didn't put no more money in my account, in my wallet. It'd have hit him. It'd have hit the most numbskull one of them. It'd have hit him.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's because you're not going. Some of that crew you're not going to reach. It's got to.
Right.
It's something bad going to have to happen to them to make them change. Some turning point
Right.
of something. It got to happen to make them change from evil. Because evil, just being flat out evil, it's that's Stephen Miller.
Yeah.
That's and the MAGA ones are just flat out evil. If we can't entertain you, then you have nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
If you can't see us running the ball down the field, hit the ball over the fence, putting the ball in the basket, if we're not doing that, then what are we?
Yeah.
You know,
We are. We are.
you like Malcolm X, like what how Malcolm X said it. You know, it's like, you know, you're just a clown. You're a clown, and we do have
Yeah.
some clowns out there.
We do. We definitely
We
do.
got we got
And
some
one of
clowns out there.
and one of the biggest clowns, of course, is Donald Trump and his followers. But we also have other clowns who.
I'm talking about brown clowns.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
That's what I
talking
was going to get
about
into. We got.
like they say, Lynn, like they say, all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
That's right. That's right.
All skin folk ain't kinfolk. We got some clowns out there too.
You remember the episode Batman, and I got a meme, a little meme that I share with people
Bruce
sometimes
Wayne?
when they. You remember Bruce Wayne, when Batman, they used to put that signal up, the Batman
Yeah.
signal,
Yeah.
calling him. So
Yeah.
I made a meme with that where for these brown clowns, and when I shine that light up in there and they see that coon up there, you know,
Brown clowns and coons. Yep.
yeah,
They
when you
cooning.
see that, when you see that up there, that means you're cooning.
I
So
can't
yeah, but
I don't understand when why is that now that go back about 400 or 500 years. The coons, right? The
right,
first coons would be the coons that went and found the Africans for the white man.
yeah,
Can we
those
call them the first coons?
those are original cooners.
Those are the those are the original.
Right.
Those are the original coons.
Yeah, yeah. They was the original cooners. They
The
was the original
original coons.
tattletales. Yeah,
Those are the original coons, and they're the original opportunists. They
yeah,
were going to be. They were promised something. I'm
right.
guessing. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
And I can just imagine, I can just go back, I can just envision one of them coons telling, yes, sir, I can show you where that village is down on the corner
right,
of down there by the beach down there. When you go to the
right,
beach, I can take you down there and you're going to give me and my family. What? Okay, I appreciate you. Well, fast
right,
forward, he take them down there, and while he locking up them other ones down there, the guy looked at that coon. He said, "You coming too?" He put
right,
the clamps on him and take him too. But I
right,
thought you said I was. I no. You, we need you to work. We need you. We're not gonna let you. Thought we gonna let you stay here? You gave us what we needed. So those are the original coons, man. Those are the original coons. Fast forward, that coon line comes all the way up to now till you get to your boys who we got. Clarence Thomas, your boy Tim Scott. We got some celebrity coons. And you wonder what are they getting out of this? Okay, I mean, what we got some local coons. We got some coons. Some coworker coons.
Yeah.
What are we getting out? What are they getting out of the cooning process? Well, I mean, what that whole lifestyle. What are you getting out of it?
Well, to add to the new cooners, Nick Cannon and Nicki Minaj.
And the girl from what's the name from TLC?
Yep. So
Chili.
Chili. I know
she lied.
Sell out like that.
Yeah, she lied, but she lied, and one of our podcast sisters, Angela Rye from the Native Land Podcast, went back and found her tweets. She's been tweeting and sending money to all of these MAGA organizations. My dad was in the Army, so I feel for the troops. Blah 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 blah. She said some other stuff, and steady lying.
Yeah.
So she got a bunch of sisters out there really fired up right now.
Right.
She got a bunch. They want to put their hand around her neck.
Right.
They are fired up. Cooning.
You have to really just ignore those people. You have to shun those people. You got to, especially when they come from your own, when they part of your own race. Just shun them. Just stop supporting them.
Exactly.
I don't support.
That's all you can do.
Will Smith anymore. I would never support him again.
I'm shocked at Will when he did. I lost it with Will when he went up there on that stage.
Yeah,
what he did
I would never
in front of all them people. That's what they expect. They expect it. Oh wow, that's what they do. They fight each other anyway. That's what they do. I said, man, I can't believe Will took us back. Ain't take him back because he still got multiple millions in the bank. He's made. He don't care about his people. He don't care about the people to support him.
Right.
I didn't know that you had lost it with him too. Yeah,
done with him.
I can't even look at a Will Smith movie anymore. I see that.
Right.
I'm right with you on that one, player.
So So what do people get out of it? That's the question. I guess they feel like they get a self of awareness of belonging. I belong to something.
A self-stroking kind of stuff, you think?
Self-grandi, what they call
grandiosity kind of thing,
Yeah, feel good. Look at me. I'm doing something different. They feel like they're in the upper crust of society.
What they've as Roger Howard said, they've achieved whitedom. They've elevated to whitedom. Is that what it is? So that's supposed to be the best thing, right? You've elevated. You've elevated to whitedom. Okay.
But really, what they have done to themselves, and they'll feel it eventually. They'll be isolated. They'll become more and more irrelevant.
Good choice. Good word.
They will eventually lose themselves because they don't. You can't. They're confused on what they really want to be, what they want to identify themselves as. So eventually they'll fade away. We'll probably hear about them again if something tragic happens to them. But any kind of good that they try to do, people won't.
It can be
they won't look at it. Yeah, they won't look at it as genuine. Or you're just trying to do it to get back in good graces. I really against Herschel Walker all the time because I should be in his spot. I should be the ambassador to Bahamas. I'm more Bahamian than he is. He sold out and he got a cushy job over there. And I don't like that.
Why you say on that Herschel Walker, boy? Why you fired over Herschel?
I don't like him. He shouldn't have that job.
And you
he
went
don't
all the
have the
way up there.
qualification.
You went all the way up
He
to
was,
Kmart to see him and got his autograph and
I
talked to him.
skipped school,
Skip
rode my bike up to
school
Kmart
to
to
see
go
that
get an
joke.
autograph picture of Herschel Walker. Man.
Now you can't. Now you can't. Now he.
He's
Oh
a big
man,
disappointment. He was a big
he just.
disappointment.
Oh man.
He
Oh,
let us down. But what I want
oh,
to
man.
say, it just says, I was trying to get, because they say it's out there somewhere. I got to get in contact with the right people. I'm trying to get Donald Trump's phone number, because they say you give it out to anybody. So I'm trying to get it. So when we do a live show, I could call him on the phone, put him on speakerphone, and plug him in and talk to him. I mean, really, it's really have a conversation with the guy. So I'm working hard to find his phone number.
If anybody could do it, I believe you could do it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it.
I believe,
and I'm gonna call him up. Matter of fact, we might have to do the show at midnight because he gets up around that time to start texting,
tripping.
Yeah. So we call him up. I'm sure he'll and see he don't give a damn about that. He's gonna call the news, and we'll talk about anything. I even call him. You know what? You're a dumbass. Let me tell you how to get out this war, man. Hey, send them people.
Well, you have an invite down to Mar-Lardo.
Listen, I need to be one of his advisors, because I'm gonna tell him, listen, you're gonna lose this midterm. Now, what they're gonna do for you? They're gonna put your name up in lights. They're gonna build a ballroom for you. But this is what you got to do for them. And he the type of guy that'll do it. That makes sense. And he'll go on the next day. I was talking with one of my advisors. I ain't gonna tell you his name. I ain't gonna mention his name, Lenny. I ain't gonna say, what you mean, Lenny? Yeah, I called him up on the podcast. He called me, and and the producer, we talked, and I thought he had some good ideas. So that's my homework. I got to get his phone number. That's my quest. Get his phone. But getting back to your point.
I believe you can do it. I believe you can do it.
These people, these Cooning people,
Cooners
have they didn't let me down. They didn't let you down.
No,
they let themselves down.
Yeah.
Because in the long run, people gonna walk right by and not even recognize them.
Byron Donalds.
Byron Donalds is,
he's a jackass.
Yeah, these guys something else.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the poll numbers? Donald Trump poll numbers?
No. You're talking about he's down to what, 25% now?
He is down. 30? So I'm gonna give it to you like this.
30%? 31%?
For his ability to handle the war, it's down to 27%. Only 27% of the people approve of the way he's handling the war.
He's at 27. Now he said something last week about all these polls they get, they go to these left wing media outlets. They don't blah blah blah.
This is straight from Fox News. Fox News. 27% approve of his handling of the war. So that means another 77% don't. His handling of the economy. 34% of the people of his base approve on how he's handling the economy. So his overall job approval is at 37%. 37% job approval. So to say
his percentage is not even a median. A 50 would be almost like a grade of C in educational terms. So he's at an
F plus. F plus. F plus.
F plus. Okay.
Or you could say F squared.
F squared.
Whatever you want. So his poll, he's sliding down the poll faster than Melania. So
wow.
Yeah.
That was a tight one there. I know we got that one in there, but you got that one in. You snuck that one in there. You good. You stuck that one in there, right?
Hey,
You stuck
hey,
that one in there,
you know,
yeah. Well, you got that one in there, Bill Maher. You
hey,
call you a regular Bill Maher. Wow. That's yeah, this guy, man, I believe you could do that. I mean, I've all along thought that after when you know what I told you about Marjorie Taylor Greene a long time ago. You know how
yeah.
we talked about when she finally made that turn. I said that couldn't have been nobody but Lenny. Had to be Lenny, you know, because right after you went down to Georgia, and
Yeah,
that's when she made that turn. And I'm like,
she made that turn.
could have been nobody but Lenny.
Yeah,
So
I had to,
if
had to talk some sense in her.
had to talk some
Had to talk some
so
sense in her.
and I believe that. I believe
Yeah.
that. But that's a special report podcast, folks. We will go into that at this time.
Now,
But
I don't know if you knew this. This really makes
okay,
me angry right here.
okay,
So the
okay.
people that stormed the Capitol,
Oh no!
kicked
Oh
the
God!
ass of cops, and beat
Oh
the
my
hell out
God!
of them with bear spray and sticks and stones.
Mm.
You know that these, and the ones that, and the Trump pardoned a lot of these people,
Mm-hmm.
1,500 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now these SOBs
Mm-hmm.
are turning around and suing the government for
No,
mental anguish, physical abuse. Yeah, they're suing the Justice Department. I'm talking about there's hundreds of them that are suing.
I have not heard of this. When did
Yeah,
you hear this?
and this was a couple of days ago. This was
Wow! No,
on
I haven't
left
heard. I
wing
haven't heard that.
and right wing news outlets. So you got these sorry asses who stormed the Capitol,
Oh my God!
were tried got caught, got tried in a court of law, sent to jail, got pardoned by Trump day one of his second term. Now they're suing the federal government, you know, for compensation. So
Trying to
they
take
want to
more of our
use
money.
they want our tax money. Here we go again,
Here we
and
go
give it to
again.
these criminals. Now a lot of these people are back in prison
Yeah.
for
True.
other crimes,
Yeah. That is true. Yeah.
but
It is.
but for the majority of them, here we go again. Here go our tax dollars. When you look at your check, I look at my check. I gotta say, yeah, my money for to go to these, for to go to criminals. We already getting
That's
robbed by Donald Trump, but it's going to some criminals.
I did not
Yeah.
I had not heard that. Oh man. So some lawyer out there, attorney, has come up with, and I'm sure he's a MAGA attorney,
Oh
has
yeah.
come up with has come up with this plot, this scheme
Oh yeah.
to inflict more and more damage to the American people, basically.
Huh.
So that means right there, in that case, then these jokers in this administration, they definitely got to go to jail.
Yeah.
All of them.
Every
Pam,
last one.
especially the ones who are attorneys. Pam Bondi, what's the other one?
Christie.
The one that's on the not Pam, we got Chrissy, but the other one that's on the chopping block. What's her name? Tulsi
Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yep.
So all of these people, we got to do what we can to make sure all these people go to prison.
Yeah.
Because they all from war crimes to breaking simple laws, and especially the ones that have a law background, and well, and ones who are trying to in military, but especially the ones who have a law background who are purposely breaking laws. I mean, we need to make sure these people go to prison. So basically, what we got a work cut out for us, listeners.
We do.
Listeners, this is what we got to do. Okay, first of all, we're just going to go down because we're getting ready to go to our call to actions and summary for this episode here. But before we get there, just want to say that we need to make sure that all of anybody who's listening, make sure your parents, your grandparents, make sure they're voting by mail. Their all their information, period, is correct. Do whatever you need to do. Contact the county, the city, whatever. Make sure all that's intact. We got to do that. We got to make sure that they do not steal this election or try, which I don't think they're going to be able to do. I mean, and also we need to make sure we need to continue to call or email our respective congressmen, right? I mean, it's
exactly.
a record.
Exactly.
It's a record. Emailing, calling, emailing, bugging them, doing whatever we got to do. What else do you have?
Well,
in the meantime, as far as what we're going through now with the increase in fuel and food, we always go to you, our how do we say it?
Prepper. I'm the prepper in chief.
You're the prepper in chief. What do you suggest at this point now?
Well, I just want to add something to what you said about the voting.
Oh, okay.
Vote early. People need to vote early. When early voting opens up, my peoples, your peoples, you need to be in line early. You need to vote a week early. They open up. You got this. Don't wait until the day of. All right. They got early vote. Sometimes a week or maybe 2 weeks. You got an early vote, and if you want to vote by mail, that's fine. But if you don't vote by mail, please go and early vote. Or you can go to any precinct and vote.
I want to add to that too. I want to add to that too, Liddy, that those voting by mail, you can get your ballot in the mail, right? Okay. You get it in the mail, but when you get ready to return it, take it to the supervisor of elections. Don't mail it. Take it to, if you got to get an Uber, take it to the supervisor of elections. Now, if you just got to put it back in the mail, okay, but no, it'll come to you by mail, but you don't have to send it back by mail. You can take it, and I know folks who do this, and that's the best thing, to take it right to that supervisor election office and drop it in that big box in that office. You go past that, going to the post office, getting this stamp and this and that. Many things could happen, and you can. From what I've heard, some undercover stuff that there might be some stuff like that happening at some post office. I don't know. I'm just hearing what people. So you get that ballot in the mail, do what you got to do, fill it out, and have somebody, you take it, or have somebody take you to the supervisor of elections office and drop it, and they accept them all day. So I just want to add that too. So.
In some places, those drop boxes, they will set them on fire. Throwing matches, burning up the ballots.
Yeah. You take that ballot to the supervisor of elections office, and they're going to have a record. All these things, a lot of these things you're hearing, some people, they're not computer savvy or application savvy, and things scare them. But like somebody said, they're sending you that ballot. They've already checked to make sure that you are valid. You are a valid voter. You're a valid citizen. All your credentials are correct. They would be sending that stuff to you. So don't listen to this bull crap Donald Trump and all these rest of MAGA jackasses be talking about. Don't listen to that stuff. Get your stuff, fill it out, take it back to the supervisor of elections. And like Lenny said just now, there were some things going on where people were setting things on fire, and if you can't, and I'm gonna say it, if you don't have to be standing in a line at a polling place, if you can do this where you can take your ballot, go in and do that. Because from what we're hearing, they talk about sending ICE to polling, and that's gonna get really deep. It's gonna be, it could be some tempers flying, it could be some other things flying, it could be a bunch of stuff flying. And if you don't have to be in that, don't do it. It's not a must that you go out there and stand up, because if they're gonna send you, like they say, these goons, these people out there, it ain't gonna end well. It is not gonna end, especially now with all of the everybody's carrying now rules and all this stuff. You know what I'm talking about. It's not gonna end well. So get that ballot in. If you get it, take it to the supervisor of elections, and Don't stand out there, if you don't have to. Lenny, you got anything else on the apocalyptic front? I mean, as far as hey, when we paying literally 10.98 right now for 1 pound of beef. 1 pound of beef. Do you have any helpful just some tactics, some tricks, some things you can give us still on the home front as far as our water, as far as what we should be doing, what we should be storing, what type of food should we be having backed up? What do you got?
Well, I would suggest that if you got some close family or friends, you guys get together and buy a cow and have it cut up. Split the price of the cow. They'll take it to the butcher. They will cut them up. There's plenty of. Actually, you get a half a cow, and you can all split that up, and everybody can store it. You could smoke it, freeze dry it. Put it in your freezer, and that's the way to save money. Going in together. But I would as I have been saying for weeks and weeks, canned goods, get it now because, hey, I just said earlier, sardines went up to $5 a can. And you probably get, maybe 10 sardines, if that is inside the can, 8, 6. So sardines are up, potted meat is up. Get it now because it's going to go even higher. And if you don't, listen, you say, oh, well, I just ordered it. Okay. So who's going to bring it out to you? All right. When it gets to you, Amazon already got additional fees on their delivery now. So you'll be better off putting gas in your truck or car, driving to the supermarket, picking it up yourself. I've been sounding this alarm, and as you know, I've been sounding this alarm for weeks and weeks. It's only going to get worse, folks. Yeah, as long as Donald Trump is out of control, it's only going to get worse. The only time it's going to get better is when he is sitting in a corner behind a resolute desk all alone. Because, as he like to say, he won't be holding the cards. He's going to have to make a deal in order to get something done. So stock up on water, food, non-perishable items, emergency kits, medicine, propane, and gasoline. And you can get gasoline treatment to preserve your gas as well. But those things you should be doing right now. Should have done it yesterday.
A lot of stuff, we always get you to, do this list for us. And, weeks go by, days go by. But, on a serious note, it's starting to get near the point of what these things that you're saying to get, the price of those even going up. I mean, people need to, I know we got some new listeners and we got some people, some of our original, these things, the prices are literally going up. And as we say, it's not a joke when we say, look at the green, look at the diesel. When you go get gas, look at the price of diesel, or just when you're driving by a truck stop or something, look at the price of diesel. And that determines everything that gets to you. It's in your house.
Right.
Everything in your house, unless you grew it outside in the backyard in your garden, came there by way of a truck.
That's right.
And when the price of diesel goes up from all the way from that trucking company, wherever they're coming from, to UPS, to FedEx, to even the post office, I heard they're going up. Have you heard about that?
They got 8%. 8%, yeah.
8%. They're going up because it takes gas, fuel, for you to get stuff. Unless
right.
you going to get it, unless you riding a motorcycle, one of those electronic bikes, people,
Yeah.
you're going to pick it. It takes fuel, and
Yeah.
all of these things, like Lady was saying, propane and blah blah. All of these things, they just don't show up in your backyard.
All right.
So you need to be looking at getting this stuff now if you haven't already been been saving and stocking up, because as long as we keep sitting in this childish behavior of no adults in the room when you're dealing with this Trump administration, these people, no, they're sitting, oh, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, we're not going to fund TSA, we're not going to, like how long it took the people to get paid. Look at that. How you going to keep somebody's money from them like that? Man, people need to get their nose knocked off holding people money back like that, man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. They need, I ain't gonna even say what they need. How can you fake you going home to gold faucet and silver faucet, and you holding these people their money back from, oh, we can't pay, we're gonna pay you next month. Man, I'm not kidding. But anyway, that's another story there. But we need to do, like let us say, you need to get this stuff. I mean, I imagine propane, a couple bottles of propane, what you looking at right now?
Ooh, they said about a pound. I mean, mine already filled up. And I filled mine up last year.
Yeah.
So I can't remember how much it was, but it cost me fill it up over $20, like $25. Now,
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see propane to get to that gas station, folks, and to get that propane gets there, a truck has to bring that propane to that facility, that yard, which I guess that's where they usually fill up those smaller tanks, which they will then take to, you'll see a little gate, a little pin outside of your gas stations, and then you pay for you, and you'll change out your tank, but it takes gas for that to get there, to get to that facility. So you're looking at diesel going up. It's simple. It's elementary. I mean, elementary kids, first, second, third graders can figure this out. Wow. Oh, last week diesel was $5.25. Now it's $6. Well, is that number going up? Is going to be, and then you think about it. Wow, we just sent a rocket up into space, and all of the fuel the millions of pounds of fuel. You think, man, that's a lot of money. And we need stuff like that. And you're looking at the cruise business, the travel business. Cruises, the price of a cruise is going to go up because of all of these variables, but a lot of it because of the fuel. Your airplane, your ticket, is going to go. You need to secure that ticket. You talk about, that trip that you talk about, over the way across that's something you need to secure now. All of these things now is the price. The price is going up, and all I can say to that is the people who are causing this, I look forward to them having to go through the same thing too. That is part of the redemption, or a little bit of it that I have, because I'm petty about it. I hate what they're doing. I hate them. I can't stand them. I can't stand people doing evil to people that can't do for themselves, the poor, the elderly, just everybody. And when you're purposely doing something like that, there's a special place in hell for you.
Right.
There's a special place in hell for you. And when you're doing people like that, and you want to use some white nationalist Christian bull crap, Jesus wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do anything. I don't know what kind of Bible you read. He wouldn't do nothing like that.
Right.
Jesus helped the poor. He helped the sick. He helped the blind. He was in the bars. He was in everywhere.
Yeah.
So that crap they come up with, You know, you hurting people, you're hurting the elderly, you're hurting kids.
Right.
You're taking this is I look forward to the bad things, the things that we going through. We gonna make it through.
Right.
We gonna but some of y'all that's out there, some of the people out there, they gonna freak out. They're gonna freak, honey. They're gonna freak, man. They're gonna, oh dude, I got an electric vehicle. Well, is your house? Is your food electric? No. Right. No. Come on back there. Come on back there with us regular folk. You're going to feel it. And I look forward to these people, the people that put us in this position, when they voted for this crap.
That's right.
They knew what they were doing. Oh, I thought Donald Trump was good. No, you knew what you was doing, man. You knew what you knew women. You knew what you were doing. Right. You didn't want to vote for that black woman. You vote for a convict, a felon. A man is trying to stay out of jail. He don't care nothing about you. That's what you voted for. You voted for whiteness. Right. You didn't vote for goodness. You voted for whiteness. Because he told you, we're going to keep all these brown people out of, we're going to go to all of the gates of and we're going to keep them out of getting in America. They're not going to get in America. Come and take your jobs. That's what you voted for, man. Right. So when you go to that gas pump, you got to do the same thing we all do. When you go to that gas station and you go to that grocery store, right, you're going to feel it. And I hope you feel it. I hope you feel it to the max, like Lenny said earlier, because I don't have any feeling for you. No. Anyway, that's my
think about this here real quick. You just think about this real quick. They voted for ego. They voted for a racist.
Mm-hmm.
They voted for a young man who was 19 years old that wanted to go to the service and make military, a good career military. They voted for a young man getting killed. Young men and women getting killed over in Iran. They voted for the service car to drive up to the young man's house and knock on the door and deliver the bad news. This is what they voted for. To that mother or that father whose only son was killed in the war that had no business being.
Had no business being
that lonely knock on the door in the middle of the night, or that phone call to say, your son or your daughter, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, sir. But they've been killed. This is what you voted for. They voted for people who can't even take their kids to school, who got to determine whether I want to put gas in my car or I'm going to go buy medicine. That's what you voted for. Am I going to eat tonight or am I going to put gas in my car so I can go to work in the morning? That's what they voted for. Well, Terry, I can't sign you up for football this year because we don't have enough money because I got to pay for this. I got to find insurance on you. You go out there and get hurt. I ain't got no insurance on you. I'm sorry. I can't. You can't go to this cheerleading camp because we don't have enough gas to get you there. It's 100 miles away. We just don't have the money to put in gas and get there. That's what they voted for. They voted for that. They voted for the babies in the daycare to get subpar treatment. That's what they voted for.
If there's a daycare at all.
If there's a daycare at all. To put people in office, well, your son or your daughter can't get immunized because we got an idiot saying they don't need shots. They don't need that. Just drink some bleach and they'll be all right. They voted for this. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I have to battle these people every day. I don't. It doesn't vex me because I'm into the fight now. I'm into it. I got too much invested. So it's actually like therapy to me to be able to tell these people what I think about them. Because at this point, I don't think I'm going to change their mind. They're not going to change, definitely not going to change mine. But I get to tell them off. I get to tell them about their asses. I get to tell them about how bad a President Donald Trump is and how worthless his whole cabinet is and how worthless Stephen Miller is. And I hope that when their reign of terror is over, they have no Secret Service protection, and the powers that be come and get them. That's how I feel about it. And on top of that, Franklin Graham, but I'm going to save him for another time.
I can only imagine.
Oh, I got to do this for him.
And, you know, he's a disgrace too. But then you start wondering, you know, we grew up listening to Billy Graham. Did he, I don't know. Because I met him one day in college. Well, I mean, and I'm just wondering, was this what he's been about all this time? Was it some type of white supremacy thing that's been going on all these years?
Yeah.
In disguise of behind using Jesus and God and the Bible? Was this a white supremacist movement all along, even way back there?
Well,
you know, you
I
wonder.
I even got to say the same thing about Bobby Bowden. Sake Bobby.
Yeah. That was kind of disappointing.
That was
But
disappointing.
I tell you though, but you know what? I can't say I'm totally disappointed because me, and this doesn't mean the way I think, and I've been thinking like this for years. All of the people that use us, and Malcolm X even talked about it, all of the people that use us for profit through entertainment, but yet they don't have a feeling for us normally for just, you know, hey, yeah, you can run that ball for me. You know, we'll do this, we'll do that for you, and we'll do this. So it wasn't a total shock to me. You know, because you get to that, what's the guy, Tommy Tuberville?
Tuberville.
All Tuberville. And you got the guy from Alabama. I mean, these guys literally they're making more money than professional coaches who I don't think that highly of either. I'll be honest. I'm just being honest straight up, man. I think that all pro sports pretty much it's a giant slave trade. We played, but I think it's a giant slave, and to call these people owners, that just when I hear that, it takes my mind to a old cabin out at somewhere in a field, and I see these guys riding a horse, beating on brothers with whips and chains. When I hear that, the owner, and I mean, so honestly, that it didn't. None of that shocks me.
Right.
You know, if I can use you as a horse to run this, you know, yeah, I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna make it look good. Yeah, I can do this and do that.
Right.
And that's, I think, was where some of our they're able to take our minds to some of the people. Oh man, I'm better than you because I just signed this contract, so right. I'm you know, we're stepping you out here, and you know, it's just I don't know. Like I said, you know, sometimes you have to go back and listen to Malcolm X. Malcolm X was just beyond his wisdom.
Oh yeah,
back then. You listen to that now, it's like, man, it's almost like he could see the future, man. It's like, you know, and it's just sad, man, that we're used and you know for entertainment purposes, but that's been happening. Right. You know, but I didn't mean to go off on that rant. It just upsets me. I'm just so upset with so many things right now. That even it doesn't even measure on the Richter scale. I'm serious. It doesn't. Yeah. I see people. I get angry. I'm gonna tell you. I think about the statistics. If I see some white women walking together, somehow in my mind, the way it goes, I picture 2 out of the 3 of them voting against me, against just against, I don't say me, but against just common sense. I see that for some reason, my mind goes, wow, 2 out of 3 of y'all voted for that sorry jackass as our president right now. And then don't let me see a group of white guys together, because then all of y'all, my mind just goes to, until you came up and told me, but all of y'all. So my mind, it goes like that. And, I don't claim to be perfect by no means. It goes there, and things trigger me, and that's what I see. So, and don't let me see something on your car that make, Brandon, let's go Brandon, don't tread on me. Extra flags on your car, the red, white, and blue. My mind goes.
The South will rise again and all that stuff.
The South will rise. We the people. I'm seeing that. That's a lot now. We the what is we the people? Are we not we the people?
Right.
I mean, I'm serious. Are we not the people?
Yeah.
Who is we? Man? Who is we?
Well, are we not about us?
Are we not the people? No, they're talking about us. So all of that, just my mind goes, and I'm gonna tell you like it. I'm not trying to hide it. It just goes there, and if you earn that, you're doing it. So keep it up, people. I'm serious. Keep it up. Keep all that stuff on your cars, on your vehicles, your flags, your stickers. Keep all that stuff, so we know us good. I'm talking about good folk. I don't care what color. I'm talking about just good folk. Good folk. So we know to stay. Keep them red. Keep all that stuff. No, but see, they're not doing the obvious stuff. They're doing the hidden stuff. So keep all that hidden stuff going, so we know to stay away from you. So we know if we see you on the side of the road with a flat tire, no gas, we know to speed by you. We see you somewhere else, we know to keep doing it, people. I like it. Now I really sound like a psycho now, but keep doing it. Keep doing it, so we know to stay away from your psychoness. That's right. So keep doing it, people. Keep doing those little, because you don't put Trump on your car no more. You don't put that on but keep doing other stuff, so we know to shun you, to stay away, to I don't know. Yeah. So then you got anything else you want to add to that?
You summed it up real good. You summed it up.
Man, I have to go into like I say, I'm using in therapy going up too. That's wrong. Right. Therapy going up.
Therapy going up. Yeah.
Sure. And because therapists need therapy now.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's like it's just you people who voted for this crap, this piece of under the foot crap, worse than this. These people, the people who voted for this, you all need to feel everything is coming to you.
Everything.
As Lenny said a couple of weeks ago, racism is expensive. And if you missed that episode, go back and listen to it. Racism is expensive. And if that's what you voted for, you're going to experience it now too. Because if you don't own a gas station, you don't own a grocery store, you don't own a trucking company, you're right there with us. And I hope you feel it till you look into you look into your wallet and you see the number dust in it.
That's right.
You deserve it for putting us and our families in this crap mess that we're in right now. Yeah. And I'm sorry that I'm just anyway. Then
why that? I mean, you summed it up.
This is oh man.
You summed it up because these people, that with this so-called hidden agenda, have infested and infected our whole society, our normal way of life. Where hey, listen, before Donald Trump came along, you didn't know, but he exposed it. I mean, matter of fact, he actually did a good job exposing people. So you and I know who these people are now.
Yes.
You and I
Very
know.
true.
Because
Amen.
before, we didn't know who they were.
Yes.
We thought it was,
he did it.
That was our ace come boom, boom, coon, and all that nonsense.
He did, yes. That, if anything,
did a magnificent job exposing people. So I want to give him credit for that.
Yes, even our own folk, and I say own folk. That goes for all the different races and class. Some of the Hispanic brothers and sisters, even your folks that you thought was with you, and you seeing the ones in your class that in your groups that they turn coats, and black, Asian. All it's not, folks. It's a matter of just good and evil at this point. Good and evil. Nobody's preaching racism. I mean, we looking at good and evil, but because of historically, you see it as white and dark, white and dark. And if you listen a lot, like this one professor, I forgot her name, she said, you know what? The first people came from a black African woman. She said, we didn't get white. White was not a class of race or color. She said people turned white because they were moving further north and didn't get sun. Exactly. So to talk about somebody who's white, how did that come up, man?
Yeah.
So that's for another episode there. But I just brought that up to say we're talking good and bad, good and evil, good and evil. It's good and evil. We're not preaching hate to any race, but that comes up because that is historically what has come up first. You think of slavery, you think of things like that, and you think of So when you're looking at, if you're dealing with black folks, we have, as they say, all skin folk ain't kin folk. So you got some people that stab you in the back right in a minute. They're trying to walk that opportunistic line. They're thinking that Daddy Trump could go give them something. He gonna kick them to the corner, just like. No matter what, they still got to go to that gas pump. They got to get from the grocery store. They got to get all of that.
That's right.
That's going to be the equalizer, isn't it? That's what's going to be the equalizer. When you deal with these people you deal with every day, you just every time you hey, what you pay for gas this week? Hey, bro. I mean, smile with them. What you pay for gas, bro? Yeah. And just, I mean, it's all okay. Joe Biden ain't got nothing to do with that. Donald Trump, Gerald Ford ain't got nothing to do with Jimmy Carter. No. Stay in the present, and just be real, because the people that got us here, I'm so glad you have to experience this now, and we're not going to. And a lot of people say we're not accepting you back. Don't come crying at what you thought Daddy Trump said he was going to do. Daddy Trump said he was going to do this, and he didn't do this. He didn't do that. He said no. You knew what you were doing.
Right.
You knew what you were doing.
You knew.
That black woman, Vice President Harris, told you what she was going to do.
That's right.
She was going to help all of y'all dummies, basically. Because you hate me, I'm not going to not help you. Right. So what do? You're going to vote for this jackass. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm through, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, I can't. You know what?
Hey, it's all right.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. At any rate,
as they say in the church, preach, preacher.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, I'm just. I'm not even going to it. But hey, on a real note, we want to thank all of our listeners, our support. Our fans who tune in, we really appreciate y'all. The ratings, we appreciate the ratings, we appreciate the numbers. And Lenny mentioned that we have some new listeners, you want to give a shout out to these folks?
Well, we got new listeners over in the Philippines. We got brand new listeners in Carolina, Raleigh area. Also, we got to my family over in Bahamas, new listeners over there.
Oh wow!
So,
okay,
yeah,
okay. And we still got fam out there, fam out in California out there.
Yes.
She still got us out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Fam, niece girl got us out there. She knows she is. Yeah. She got us. Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
And just our people that always supported us and been with us and still tuning in and getting good context. And like you say, we're breaking it down in layman's terms so you can understand what's going on in your world today.
Exactly. And that's what the Solar Generation X is about. Well, like I said, once again, we thank you all of the listeners. We appreciate all the support. And just keep your head on straight and know that you have support out there. All righty. Benny, we thank you once again for all of the knowledge, and we appreciate you. And join us once again on the Soul of what?
Generation X.
You got it. We out.